Hey, it has been a long time since I haven't talked to you guys, but there are a few reasons for that. But for all those hustlers that are watching this video, maybe you should consider resting a bit. And we'll see why in this video, why it is really important. It's actually 7:30 p.m. and today I'm gonna go do a few things with a friend. I'm gonna take a few photos from stars, do some astrophotography. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. Hope we won't have a lot of clouds to have great crisp photos, and we'll see how it goes. Let's go. I will definitely use that. Okay, so we've done a few photos with this guy right there, Ethan, and we're gonna wait until the night, until the sun is fully out, and after that we'll do those photo, basically. But why have I take YouTube and Instagram not so seriously for the last 2 weeks? Because basically sometimes you have a lot of things going on in your head, and you just sometimes you need to slow down because you don't have the time to slow down and think clearly, and a lot of things are going on in your head, and your ideas are not basically
clear.
Yes, clear. Your ideas are not clear, and you cannot do the things. You have to focus on something and do it perfectly. So stopping everything, slowing down for 2 weeks has helped me a lot to really know what I want to do after that and how I want to deliver the content. So maybe if you feel like you cannot think very well about something, that's maybe because you are going too hard on it. I'm not telling you to slow down, but maybe stop a bit for 1 week. It may be hard at the beginning, but it will help you a lot, I guarantee you. But after that you will see that everything will be much clearer, and you will maybe start to have ideas that you won't had before because you slow down a bit. So that's really important. Also, rest a bit, because if you don't rest, your body won't follow what you want to do. And after a certain period of time, I've experienced it. It may hurt your learning curve and the progress you will done. So that's really important. Okay, so I'm finally back at home. That was super fun, and we've got some great shots. I will show you a few of them on screen. Although it was fun, I hurt myself a bit, as you can see, but that's fine. That's the price to pay if you want to get a great shot, I think. So I will continue this video tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. And here I'm back. Just give me a few minutes to take a brief breakfast and I'm good to go. Okay, so if you followed my work a bit since a few months ago, I was really pushing the fact that you need to do hard work if you want to do the things that you love, basically. But also, the thing is that you should only work hard on something if it makes you happy of working on it, first of all, and also this is not about being the person that works the most, but being the person that is the most happy. Let's face it, humans are lazy by nature. I really believe in that. We only work for reaching a certain goal, and I think it always comes down to happiness. So sometimes you may need to rest a bit because it makes you happy. It's better to rest if it makes you happy than working and pushing it the limit too far and at the end not being happy, because that's the goal in life. I mean, there are plenty of people that are happy with what they have without working too much, but some may need to find what they are good at, what they really want to do, and maybe it requires a bit of hard work, or a lot of hard work oftentimes. And that's a good transition to the fact that you need to be self-aware of what you want and what you truly want. Because sometimes, especially for me, sometimes it was really complicated to really know what I am and what I want to do, because I have all those layers in myself that are sometimes preventing myself to find the truth inside me, and that's really frustrating sometimes. But be honest and find what you love, do it. But to come back to the fact that you may need to rest a bit. I hear some people, I was really out on it too, the fact of not sleeping a lot and really pushing out on what you want to do. That's only true if you are happy doing that. If you don't like doing that, don't do it. But also, why should you work hard, basically? And why should you even rest because you're working too hard? First, let's come back to why you're working hard. Because at the end, let's face it, I don't know if there is another world after this, and I don't know, and I will never know until I'm dead, basically. But I think we've got one life, actually, in this world. And if we have two or more, that's great. But let's start with the idea that we only have one. Because if that's the case, and we always think that we have more, we're pretty fucked up when the end will come. So, why should we live that life? I would say not fully. Why should we not do the things that we love? Why should we? And when you know that you can do the things that you love, that you can live from those, and that you can actually love what you are doing and doing it every day, you start thinking, yes, how can I get to this point? And that's a great thing if you are to this stage, I would say. Now, what is the next step? The next step is to oftentimes understand that it is a lot of hard work, a lot. And a lot of people are not willing to put in the work. And that's kind of normal, because that's not natural. It all comes down to happiness, to being happy. And I don't want to be on my bed when I will be near death, when death will starting to take me and be like, come here, bro. I don't want to be here and thinking like, I should have done that, or I hope how it will be different if basically I do not want to have regrets. That's why I won't stop this. I will continue to do those things. I won't, because I want to have no regrets. We will always have those little things that we can complain about, but I do not want to let my dreams stay dreams. I want to be those things I want to have those things I want. So basically, I need to work my butt off. As simple as that. As simple as that. So, the thing is that, to come back to the fact if you should rest or not, it often comes back if you need it. If you feel that you love what you're doing, you're working hard and all the stuff like that, and it's hard, but you're loving it, but you feel that the fire that is in you needs to be more powerful a bit, maybe rest for a week or two. That actually helps me to help this fire being more powerful, but also be aware that it can also kill your momentum. And that's something that really hurts me, because if you saw, I was not really willing to take a rest because I know myself and I lose the momentum. Right now it's more difficult for me to get back in the things I was doing before, even if now that I have turned the button of this camera on and I'm recording this video, it's easy. I'm like, why didn't you do it earlier? That's easy. You like this. But I've lost momentum, so that's something to know, because it may or may not set you some problems. But when you know it and you just start doing it, because it all comes down to one thing, doing it, and if you really love doing it, you will never stop. Basically, it always comes down to starting the thing. So I hope you've liked this video. I'm starting to shift the way I'm doing content to it. I hope you will like it, and some crazy things are coming, I hope. So bye, and thank you for watching.